Good morning everyone, and welcome to the Mel Soul Golf School. I am Mel Soul, Director of Instruction and Master Professional, and we are reshooting some videos from about 2 years ago where YouTube changed their format and some of the videos weren't working. So you'll notice I'm now at Paulie's Plantation. Some of the videos that you've been watching in this time period are all taken at Tupelo Bay. So just so that you don't understand what's going on, I'm reshooting these videos. So this particular video is Technical Thursdays, and in those days we did a video series and we did different days of the week, different things. So this was a Technical Thursday shot, and it talks about the pivot. And again, it's a word that most amateurs don't really wrap their head around, is a pivot. But the pivot is the hip motion on the backswing. And if you think of a baseball pitcher pivots around his rear leg when he does his wind-up. So when he's standing on the mound, he's going to do that. He's going to bring that knee up and turn his back to the catcher, and then he's going to step forward and deliver the ball. That's the motion that you want in a golf swing. You want this hip to pivot around this rear leg. So you get what we call the reverse tilt. So you get where there's too much weight on this. You get the hip sway, which is the hip going out this way. None of those are a pivot. So the pivot is when this rear hip goes straight backwards. So it goes back behind. So you'll notice as the hip turns, my sternum comes over my back foot. You don't want the hip to turn and to tilt. This is what we call the reverse tilt. So you're turning and you're getting, so if you put your hands on your hips and you turn your right elbow behind you, don't let it go sideways at all. From here, turn it behind you, and your chest, your sternum right over your back foot, that's the correct pivot. So you'll notice as well that I use alignment sticks a lot with my teaching, because it's, you know, if you're serious about your golf game, have the alignment sticks in your golf bag. You don't want to go to the range and get ready to hit balls and then the alignment sticks in your garage at home, or it's in the car. They're not heavy, they're not big, just keep them in your golf bag. I have 4 or 5 in my golf bag year round. So what you want to do with this is get into your address position and then take the alignment stick and stick it in the ground like that and let this part touch. So now it's touching my leg. So I'm going to put the ball over there. So now I'm in the correct position. What I want as I go back is I want that to stay right there. I don't want to feel this swaying where I feel that digging into me. So as I go back here, now I'm in a very good pivot position. And when I start the downswing, I can get that weight shift going across. When you get the reverse pivot, what happens on that is you actually get what we call the body goes the other way. So this is not a difficult move, but it's something that you need to understand, and you need to understand what it feels like to pivot correctly. So make sure you put an alignment stick there, go to the top of your backswing. If you feel that hip going behind, you know you're doing it correctly. Videotape yourself, get a friend to videotape you, make sure that the pivot is correct, because it's so important in the power of the swing. If you pivot correctly, you're going to create much more power than if you slide. Work on that, you'll enjoy it.